welcome back to the channel, and today I've got this crazy double building wallbreaker cycle deck with a Valkyrie. This deck has been dominating the meta for the past 3 or 4 days, created by, I think, one of the top players, maybe Lucas X Gamer made this, but this deck has been just absolutely dominant, and I wanted to showcase it today. Also, I tilted a little bit on stream the other day, so now we're down to 6,600, but that's not too bad. Still a fairly good spot. We're very close to ranked. Maybe we're going to be able to push back up, but very close. I'm only around a 200 trophy till, but we'll get back on this in this video. Alright, let's jump into the first game against SSG. See how this one goes. Alright, well, okay, I'm already showing off that Mega Knight. These games tend to be very long. You do have to play very slowly, so I mean, there's not also a lot of margin for error, so if you make a lot of mistakes, you're going to be just struggling all game. So you got to be very, very consistent. Let's just keep cycling. I'm just going to wait this one out. I'm going to take the free fireball in the tower. Always take your free spell damage. Keep that bomber protected. We'll be able to get one shot onto that goblin cage. Interesting, I do see that Inferno Dragon in the back over there. I'm just going to cycle this and then get ready to go for a Valkyrie and spam the left side to make him switch lanes. Let's go left lane. Small push left lane. No problem with this, and I'll be able to actually counter this with just skeletons unless he has some kind of zap or something. Gotta be worried about that. He's just gonna allow me to have that value. I'm gonna go for a bomber to stop the miner, to stop any damage. And okay, so now I'm actually gonna go ahead and start trying to chip down with that drill. Just get free damage. Okay, sure. Bomber's gonna tank a little bit, and he's giving me the laughing face. I'm sure he recognizes it. Again, we're gonna take this free fireball. Why not, right? Extra chip there, just a little bit. A couple shots, and I can actually go for a Fire Spirit to full counter this. You really want to be playing very fast and very aggressive. Usually, if someone makes a commitment in one lane, you're going to want to go immediately to the other lane. So like right there, the Lava Hound. I don't even have to play anything else. Just the Valkyrie alone is enough of a threat. My opponent's going to have to answer that, because that will take the tower. So now, see, there it is. So now he has to spend that 4 elixir to equalize, and now I just get 2 shots on tower, and I can counter with only skellies. So here I'm just going to go for skeletons. I don't actually feel the need to counter this at this point. I'm just going to go in again because I want to wait for him to use his extra air card, because Lava Hound alone isn't actually very threatening. I'm not very scared by this. Just go in. Okay, now that he's spent another air card, I'm going to go for this Tesla. Get extra chip damage very aggressively on the other lane, and now Fireball is going to be free over here. And I have Fire Spirit as well to help pick this up, and Skellies to pull the baby dragon over. Yeah, and that is going to be in range of the Tesla, and we're going to be with a huge commanding lead for the start of this match. Very good start. This deck is very, very powerful. Again, so he's going to go for a defensive thing for my wall breakers cage, but we just go for a drill, messing up a little bit. Now he's going to have to spend more elixir over there or lose his tower. There it is. There's the miner. Just go for a bomber here to stop the push whenever it comes on the board. And I think that will take the tower. It will, and I'll just go for a Tesla here to stop everything. He might try Flying Machine. I'd be right with my Fireball for this. He's going to go for a Valkyrie to tank that and go for, just like I said, he goes for that. So we have to block. I have wall breakers to distract, and I can actually play another Tesla. I'm going for this Fire Spirit. And kite, I need to actually kite that over, otherwise it's actually losing. So be very careful. Kiting over the defensive, the attack card. His real threat right there is actually an Inferno Dragon, and I need to kite it to the other lane. And that'll be enough for me to win that first game against Lava Hound. And that's a hard matchup to win, especially air, because I only have 2 air defenses. I only have the Fireball and the Tesla. And really, I guess Fire Spirit, but that's literally it. There is no other defense in this deck for air besides that Tesla and that Fire Spirit. It's all we need, and with the addition of the Fireball, of course. Nice win. Alright, game number 2. Okay, so this one's against Kairos. Carlos. Here I'm just going to start by cycling my... Okay, it's a Lava Hound again. So again, we're just going to go for that Valkyrie on the right lane. Just make him play something. He's going to have to... If there it is again. So maybe this is just exactly the same. I might try to counter this the same way. I'm just going to go Skellies over here to stop this and go for a Tesla. If I play this really well, I should be able to cycle 2 Teslas down. I can just go for Skellies for now. If he zaps, I can go for wall breakers or something like that. I'm going to immediately Fireball. Got to keep that Tesla alive to help burn down that Lava Hound. Otherwise, I'm just toast. So we're going to need some good value here. I can go for a Fire Spirit, and now we have to get a second Tesla down to have any chance of winning at all. And this is already starting to look very dangerous. He has to zap it to get it down, but yeah, he does zap. So I will take a shot here, at least one. I think 1 shot. But yeah, now that I know it's Balloon, Balloon actually makes this matchup a lot harder. You have to, because obviously you have to stop every Balloon, and it's just so hard to do so. I'm just going to wait this out, see what he does. So I'm not actually that far down at this point, only 700. But if he goes in again, I'm actually going to go for a Drill and a Valkyrie this time. Let's see. Yep, so we'll go for a Valkyrie and a Drill. This way that the Inferno Dragon's not going to be sufficient on defense. He's going to need something more than that. Inferno Dragon is not going to be enough to stop that Drill, obviously. So we get another shot. Inferno Dragon's there. Okay. Okay, all fine. I'm not going to actually... I don't need to be worried at this point. I can just go for a Bomber just to cycle and then didn't play the Skellies to stop everything. Obviously, Lava Hound's not very threatening alone. So now, this is what we need to do. We need to play this specifically, and then Fireball it back, so that the Tesla can help defending it. And Fire Spirit will be enough to actually stop this. And now, I will be able to defend with just that Valkyrie, blocking for all those attackers. So now, yeah, we're just going to go for a Valkyrie in front. This will stop all the Lava Pups. And we'll actually be able to take that right tower and take a lead in this match. I'm going to go for Skellies as well to kite some of these back as they chase the skeletons. Oh, and actually, don't chase. That's my fault. But we still have a good spot here. This is nice. Now I'm going to go for... Yeah, just going to go very aggressive. Immediately going in here. Making an attack. I'm actually going to go for this and just making a huge push right now. A huge push. Very hard to defend these. Okay, I'm actually going to take the Fireball as well. But this is actually dangerous now. Maybe I shouldn't have Fireball because obviously that balloon is coming. I'm actually going to go for this and maybe a Fire Spirit, and I have to be very careful because this is quite bad for me. I can actually use a Drill to pull the balloon into my King Tower to help, and I actually now have a Fireball to defend everything. Although that, it's going to miss the balloon, that's my own fault, but I thought it was going to stay there for longer. I can actually kite, though, and pull everything over, but it's not going to be enough to win this match. Obviously, Balloon's a lot harder with only 2 air defenses, but I did a good job trying to win that. Very close. But yeah, good game, good try. Alright, into match number 3. So the name's Thaddeus. Okay. Hopefully it's not a Lava Hound again, but you never know. I'm just going to go ahead and cycle my Fire Spirit. That's going to get around 200 damage unless he has an answer for it. Electro Spirit's not going to do much. The Fire Spirit still gets there. He goes for an Expo. Okay, so this is actually tough. He has to be very clean to win this one. I'm going to go for a Valkyrie immediately. See what he does. He has a Log. He has a Knight. Okay. I kind of have to play, like, all my defenses here. Like, that's all I have. I have to just keep spamming defensive cards because I don't have any other way of stopping the Expo. And actually, that's going to be huge. The Tesla's there. Now he might try to go opposite lane with the Expo, but that would be extremely annoying for me. What can I do here? So it's pretty equal at this point, but obviously, like, Expo's looming. So I think he has an Cycle. He's played Knight, Skeletons. Yeah, now he does have that Expo. Yeah, immediately going in. I agree. He's played it correctly. He's going to go for a Knight. I'm going to go for Wall Breakers to shut that down. He needs a Knight to save those, but he can't. That's actually not going to be sufficient. And I actually have to go for a Fireball here to stop that, because otherwise I'll take too much damage. Have to go for that Fireball to keep this game at least close at this point. Otherwise, it would just be over. Alright, but down only 700 at this point. Definitely winnable, but not the easiest. Not the easiest game. I'm thinking about going for, like, Drill with... Drill with a Fire Spirit as well, because obviously he wants to play, like, Archers, and my Fire Spirit's going to be good against that. Okay, let's go for a Valkyrie again. He's going to have to log that, otherwise he's just done. So I can actually go for a Bomber here to stop that. And now Skellies, and we're kind of defending, but it's hard to defend this push. Really difficult too. I have Wall Breakers, but I have to be very quick. And if he has Log or Tesla here, I just am in trouble. Okay, so now it's equal. Very equal. The Wall Breakers are able to connect to Tesla, able to bring the game to equality. Now it's very close. Only 100 HP difference at this point. Very good start. Alright, now that we have double X, so we're going to be able to spam defensive cards for the Expo, so I'm not worried about this right now. I'm ready to go in. Double Elixir time is going to come, and I'm going to be able to have lots of defenses. So I'm just going to cycle the Fireball, hit that Tesla while I can, and now just go for a Valkyrie on defense. He has to overspend every time on those, so I gotta be very vigilant going for these Expos. Let's go in immediately, and also go for a Fire Spirit. Gotta be very quick. Tesla's gonna be huge, but I'm gonna need, again, that Fireball to make sure we don't take too much damage from this Expo, because that will be too much to handle. He probably has another Expo. He's gonna try to go in again, obviously. But we might be able to make annoying counter push threats of the lane, so let's go here. And, okay, so he's actually going very aggressive. Actually, I'm going to Drill here and go for this Fire Spirit idea. It's a little too late, so we're going to take damage. I didn't expect the Fireball. The Fireball is really good there because it stops my troops from being on the board, so he's able to actually get his defenses down in time. And now Expo's coming again, but this time I'm going to pull it to the other lane, using my Valkyrie to tank the other direction, because this way he won't be able to kill it with Tesla. So I'm just going to go for Bomber and put my Tesla down. That will help me chip off the Expo, and I can go for Skellies and all kinds of other answers, and we're going to be fine. I take I take a little bit of damage, but that's alright. At this point, he has to go in for defense. I have maybe wall breakers at the bridge, try to make something. I have fireball. He's going to have to go in at some point. There's the log on defense. Okay, very nice. Here I just have Valkyrie because he wants to go Expo. I'm going to predict it. Oh, he's going to try to spell cycle me. I don't know about this. I don't know if spell cycling is the play here. This might be not good enough. Go here, just Fire Spirit and take the Fireball. Take the Fireball. It's actually hitting something. Not unreasonable at all. Just taking that Fireball that actually hits something very good. I was trying to block that Electro Spirit with the Bomber, but I misplaced it, and now I have sort of problems here. Oh no, he messed up, and we get the win. We should get the win after that mistake. Fireball's not enough for him, but Fireball's enough for me, and we do get the win. Very close, but Expo's a very hard match to play. You have to be very, very, very defensively, saving those troops every time for all those counter-pushing Expo attacks when you go in. Alright, let's get one more game in. This one against the Olympus clan. I've seen this clan a few times. I'm just going to start with the split wall breakers attack. This is the best because you don't want to allow someone to just say log your wall breakers, so you split them both lanes so they have to spend 2 troops to defend. Now actually I'm going to be able to go Valkyrie here, and the Valkyrie's going to go into the lane where I got the hit. So now I'm going to have a little push go into the lane where I already have damage, which is very solid. Good start. Now, okay, so now he's getting me a free fireball. I'm going to take this, but it's important to make sure to knock the E-Wiz into the Valkyrie if I can. Yeah, so now it gets closer and the Valkyrie is able to clean it off without dying. It's very important. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to make some counter-pushing plays. I do have the Tesla for this Hog, and this matchup is actually so much better for me. It's much easier to play these against ground decks that have like actually non-building win cons. These games you can actually like just spam defenses all game long, and you should be able to just get free wins here. I can just go for skeletons, and again, of course, the Valkyrie. He does have the P.E.K.K.A, but P.E.K.K.A's not very scary against these cycle decks. Obviously, I have lots of cheap answers, and it's going to be really hard for my opponent to do much. I'm just going to go for a Tesla on defense for this P.E.K.K.A. He's going to ignore both wall breakers. I strongly disagree with this. You never want to be ignoring wall breakers, really, because wall breakers are 2 elixir for like a third of your tower at this level. Oh, my opponent makes a mistake. Do not, that's a little too aggressive for that. And I can actually go Skellies to protect and then go Valkyrie to save my Tesla, help me pick off that bandit there. That's going to be huge. Now I can make a wall breakers push, and he has to play E-Wiz and he has to play Zap. Otherwise, those are going to connect. E-Wiz to the side, now he has to Zap. Oh, Fireball. Okay, fair enough, Fireball, but that's extra elixir that you don't really want to be spending. I'm going to go for a drill opposite lane, counterplaying, and then I'm going to be able to go for a Fire Spirit, and it's going to shut down the entire push. Electro Wizard just dies on the spot. A little bit of chip damage, but not too much. He has a nice DarkPrince to stop that, but I do have a Bomber and Skellies to obviously block this. Won't take very much damage at all. Alright, here I'm just going to do that same play as I made already. I'm going to go for that split wall breakers, make him pick a lane, because obviously both lanes are fine. I'm winning on both sides of the board, so I don't really care which lane he wants to defend. He's giving me the left lane. So now we're going to start pushing to the left lane. I'm going to go ahead and go for a drill, see what he does. He has a magic archer, maybe? Okay, P.E.K.K.A's not good to play there either, because now you're low on elixir, and I can actually just take this fireball. I don't mind, again, playing in the lane. Like, it does not bother me to switch lanes. Now I'm getting a ton of damage, and I should be able to just spell cycle at this point, but I'm just going to go for a Tesla. Play very solid. Maybe Bomber here looks good, and I think I can just go for Skellies to bring the bandit across. And now I can just go for this huge fireball, including the Hog. And wow, that's great. And now we just have, now he has nothing. Now I can just go in, I can go Wall Breakers, I can go Fire Spirit, Obsolete. It doesn't matter what I play. He's got pretty much nothing here. He's got to play Fireball on that, otherwise he's losing his tower. There we go. And now I have Tesla, and this game's going to be pretty much just over. Don't really see a way he could have defended that worse. This is pretty easy. I do have, and he might try to Magic Archer or something, but there's no chance of winning at this point. Very free deck. Highly recommended. I will include a link to the deck so that you can click on the link in the description below. Make sure to subscribe. Any subscriptions do support me and the channel. Also, make sure to check my channel out on Twitch. We are live every night around midnight Eastern Time in the United States, and we usually have around 80 people nowadays that watch, so hope you guys can check that out. Also, make sure to follow my Twitter. All these links are going to be in the description below. Make sure to check those out. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.